Alright, Apostles, let's cut the pleasantries. We're heading straight into Brooklyn tonight, the Barclays Center. Two teams, the Philadelphia 76ers and the Brooklyn Nets, locked in the muck of the Eastern Conference. It's not pretty, but ugly games make for beautiful bets if you know where to look. The Sixers, limping in at 13-19, are wrapping up their sixth straight road game. 6 in a row, that's not basketball, that's a war of attrition. They're tired, battered, and fresh off a Golden State beatdown where they gave up, what? 139 points. Yeah, that's a defense running on fumes. And then you've got the Nets, 13-21, a team that can't decide if it wants to compete or just show up. But they just took down Milwaukee on the road, and that's no fluke. These guys are 1-9, 1-4, 1 against the spread this season. 19. That's a cover machine if you're paying attention. At home, they're shaky. But as underdogs, they're the kind of dog that bites. Now, here's the kicker. Philadelphia rolls into this as 6.5-point favorites. 6.5. That's a big ask for a team dragging its legs across the country. Meanwhile, Brooklyn, they're well rested, confident, and looking to cash in on a Sixers squad that might not have enough gas left in the tank. And today's AI pick is Brooklyn Nets plus 6.5. That's right, we're rolling with the home dog. The sportsbook wants you to think this is Philly's bounce-back game. I say Brooklyn's got other plans. 6.5 points. We'll take M. Let's see who really shows up tonight. On to game 2. Let's keep this train rolling. 5 picks, 5 chances to outsmart the sportsbook.
Alright, Apostles, it's time for game 2 of tonight's journey. We're heading to the United Center, where the New York Knicks take on the Chicago Bulls. The Knicks are red hot, riding a 9-game winning streak, while the Bulls are struggling to find consistency at home. Let's break it down. The Knicks are coming off a dominant win over the Jazz last night, shooting an impressive 55% from the field. Karl Anthony Towns continues to be a monster on the boards, with 31 points and 21 rebounds in that game. On the other side, the Bulls are fresh off a loss to the Wizards, where they allowed 125 points. Chicago's defense. Let's just say it's about as stable as a house of cards. They rank 29th in points allowed per game. Now, the books have New York as 5.5-point favorites. And for good reason. The Knicks are 18-15-1 against the spread this season, including 7-2 ATS in their last 9 games. Meanwhile, the Bulls are just 5-11 at home and have been unreliable at best against the spread. So, who do we trust? The hot hand, of course. And today's AI pick is the New York Knicks 5.5. The Knicks are the better team, plain and simple, and they've got the firepower to take care of business. Ride with New York, and let's keep this winning streak alive.
Alright, let's dive into Game 3. We're headed to the Frostbank Center in San Antonio, where the Denver Nuggets face off against the Spurs. These two just went at it last night, with the Spurs eking out a 113-110 win. But tonight, it's a different story waiting to be written. Denver brings one of the most efficient offenses in the league to the table, 1 in field goal percentage, 3rd in true shooting. And let's not forget Nikola Jokic. He's not just a star, he's a force. 30 points, 13 rebounds, 10 assists per game. This guy lives for the spotlight. Last night's loss. That's fuel for a bounce-back performance. San Antonio has their secret weapon in Victor Wembanyama, leading a defense that's solid but far from impenetrable. At home, the Spurs are 12-7, but they lack the consistency to truly dominate a team like Denver. Their 26th ranked steal rate and average shooting efficiency might be their undoing. The odds makers favor Denver by 2.5 points. And the numbers back it up: 70% probability for the Nuggets to cover. This isn't just a guess, this is the data screaming for a response. And today's AI pick is the Denver Nuggets 2.5. Jokic and company have the firepower, the efficiency, and the motivation to take this one. Let's lock it in. Now, on to Game 4, let's keep the momentum rolling.
Game 4. The Memphis Grizzlies, those rampaging, pace-pushing rebels, march into San Francisco to take on the mighty Golden State Warriors. But don't be fooled by the glitz and glamour of the Chase Center, my friends. Beneath those shiny floors lies a tale of chaos waiting to unfold. The Grizzlies are like a storm, fast, furious, and impossible to contain. They lead the league in points per game, dropping a scorching 123.2 every night. Jaren Jackson Jr., the human wrecking ball, just torched the Suns for 38 points and grabbed 12 boards. Even without Ja Morant, Memphis runs like a freight train with no brakes. Now, the Warriors. Steph Curry, the maestro of deep bombs and silky handles, lit up the 76ers for 30 points and 10 assists in their last game. But let's not sugarcoat it. Golden State's efficiency can be questionable. Their free throw shooting? Barely serviceable at 71.3%. Against a team like Memphis, every point counts. And the books have Golden State as 2.5-point favorites? Oh, come now! The Grizzlies aren't just underdogs, they're hungry wolves ready to pounce. Tonight, my friends, we back the storm. And today's AI pick is the Memphis Grizzlies plus 2.5. The pace, the power, the outright madness, it's all on their side. Take the points and revel in the chaos. Now, on to Game 5. Things are just getting interesting.
Game 5, and we're taking you to Inglewood, where the Atlanta Hawks face off against the Los Angeles Clippers in a primetime battle. Let's get into it. The Hawks have been running and gunning this season, boasting the league's third fastest pace and the top 5 offense at 117.9 points per game. Trae Young, questionable but likely to suit up, is the conductor of this high-octane orchestra. His 22.3 points and league-leading 12 assists per game make Atlanta a constant threat. Sure, they're on the second night of a back-to-back, but their energy and offensive tempo are undeniable. The Clippers, meanwhile, are trying to find their rhythm. Norman Powell leads the scoring at 23.6 points per game, but this offense has been underwhelming, ranking 24th in efficiency. Defensively, they're solid, but turnovers and inconsistent shooting have haunted them. Even with the home court advantage, they've stumbled in their last 2 games. The books have the Clippers as 5.5-point favorites, but we're backing the Hawks to keep this one close. Their pace and offensive firepower give them the edge against a Clippers team struggling to cover big spreads. And today's AI pick is the Atlanta Hawks plus 5.5. Now, let's quickly recap all 5 of today's picks. Game 1, Brooklyn Nets plus 6.5 versus Philadelphia 76ers. Game 2, New York Knicks minus 5.5 versus Chicago Bulls. Game 3, Memphis Grizzlies plus 2.5 versus Golden State Warriors. Game 4, Denver Nuggets minus 2.5 versus San Antonio Spurs. Game 5, Atlanta Hawks plus 5.5 versus Los Angeles Clippers. That wraps up today's picks. As always, bet smart, stay sharp, and we'll see you in the next video.